How you doing? Welcome back to this next video. Today I want to talk about, this is a continuation of yesterday's video. So the last video we did was 13 ways to stopping drinking alcohol can cause abnormal tiredness. And this video, I'm going to dig into how long the tiredness lasts after stopping drinking alcohol. How long does it last? Basically, that's like a question of how long is a piece of string. It's different for everyone. You know, tiredness is just a part of life. It's a part of every day and every week. You're going to get tired, you know, throughout the day, and it depends on yourself. You know, why people get tired after they stop drinking alcohol. That's one of the questions. Now, in the last video, I was talking about 13 ways that tiredness can come about from switching over from cyclical recovery to breakout recovery. You know, we're talking about how the body is responding in a way. Once you stop drinking alcohol, that is a breakout from the normal. Your body is responding in a way that it starts to get deep down into recovery, into really recuperating and trying to fix some of the damage that has been caused from the alcohol over those years, right? So, I mean, for me, I was drinking for 30 years. You know, the last 10 years especially, it was sort of heavy drinking, you know, where I was drinking sort of 3, 4, 5 days a week at least. And, you know, that has a toll. It takes a toll because your body is not able to respond quick enough. You know, your body can only get rid of 1 unit of alcohol per hour. When your body is focusing on getting rid of the alcohol, it's neglecting so many other things that it's supposed to be doing. You know, so many other life-saving operations that are supposed to be going on within your system that are not happening because you're drinking, right? And then there's other things. There's the change. Just basically, change is going to cause you stress. Some of that stress is good stress. Some of it, depending on who you are, is going to be sort of anxiety-provoking stress that is not too good for you, right? And that stress and anxiety can cause you to have sleep issues. You know, just stepping across that line and stopping drinking alcohol can cause you a lot of sleep issues because you used to drinking to go to sleep, and now you haven't got that there. And you know, it was the same for me when I stopped. It was just first 30 days, didn't know what I was doing. You know, couldn't sleep properly, but I just had to push through it. Most people have to push through that. Also, there is the mental clutter. This is the mess that has been caused in your life because of the drinking. And I'm not talking about that type of mess where, you know, people are living in doorways. I think there's a certain amount of there's less clutter in their lives because there's less things that they have to think about. But when you're upholding your life and you're trying to do these things, or you're trying to move forwards in your life, there's so much clutter involved in that. There's so much mental clutter, not only because of the drinking, but because you're stopping drinking, and there's that big transition that is happening, and then hopefully the transformation later on. These are all things that are going to cause you to have mental clutter, and those things can cause you a lot of pressure. So it all depends on how many of these things, or what these things are going on in your life, as to how long the tiredness is going to last. You know, it's a shock to the system. Stopping drinking alcohol, physically a shock to the system. Like I said, that level of trying to recuperate, trying to, for the first time in probably a long time, your body is trying to get a deep cleanse of itself, a detox of itself, trying to repair some of the stuff that is underlying, some of the things that have been underlying for a long time. It's also a shock mentally. You know, we just don't realize how deep the alcohol goes until you try to stop it. You realize how many different parts of your life, I always think of it like a black hole, where there's so many parts of your life that are revolving around this black hole and getting sucked into the black hole. Now you've got to disentangle those things. Now you've got to break down the habit. Now you've got to you know, think about things on a very deep level, and you've got plenty of time to do that. So all of this can cause you, and again, it depends on how you're dealing with this, how long the tiredness is going to last. We've got our quick start guide quick start preparation, which is down below. It's absolutely free. We've got just hit about 10,000 people that have signed up since we started these videos in December. So that's free. That's designed to get you across that line and to really push you to have the best possible start that you can have. You know, a lot of stuff that you can do before you stop drinking alcohol, before you push yourself across this zone, that's going to help you in the tiredness afterwards. So if you haven't taken that already, I would really advise that you do that. We're ending these 100 videos. It's been great fun doing them, but there's just a lot of energy that I've personally had to put into it, and our crew over here. So you know, we've got to sort of go over to and concentrate our efforts now on V2 for the rest of the year. So we'll be doing a video every Sunday for the time being, probably adding a couple more later in the year. We've got a big move happening soon in our lives, so that's going to take a lot of our energies. So if you want structured videos, you can go to www.habitsv2.com. That's our whole process, and you can see our platform over there. Now, how long is the tiredness going to last? It depends on your system. Depends on you yourself, how long it takes for your body to react, how long it takes for all your different healing processes to I suppose get to a point where they're functioning better. I mean, it's the whole point of stopping drinking alcohol from a health perspective, is that your human beings are resilient, and you'll find that there is so much that can be done just by stopping doing this one thing. So everyone is different, the damage is different, and it's going to take a different time frame in order for that to happen. In the next video, I'm going to explain 16, I think it's 16 ways that you can help those processes along. And this is important. But just before we finish here, I think you have to have a certain amount of patience with this. You know, there's certain things that you can do. Like I said, we'll talk about that in the next video, that will help you along, that will speed up this process for you and make you less tired. But you need that patience. You need to persevere with this, and to know that you will get to a stage where it will be a lot better for you. You know, you'll get more energy, you'll get more vitality, and you know, you'll be able to just do more in the day. You'll be able to think clearer, and physically you'll be on a much better, much more even keel. I think a much more balanced life gives you that as well. Positivity is another thing. I mean, these are all from our vigorous cycles: patience, perseverance, positivity, and the perspective, focus that you're looking at life. So positivity for me is a very important thing that can really, if you're negative about things, negative thoughts can really drain you. Like I said, the worry and the anxiety and the stress, and you can turn up the dial on those things a whole lot just by what you're thinking. So without alcohol, if you've stopped drinking alcohol, if you haven't stopped drinking alcohol, then start that, because that is the right track to start out from. You're always going to be better in this life without this poison in your life. So it's going to take some time for your body to adjust, to normalize, to find that new balance, to find new set points along that balance. But you'll get there. Like I said, you know, I've gone through this whole process myself. I've gone through the whole area of being tired and being exhausted and trying too many different things, and experimentation and so many different things. One of my clients asked me this morning about, you know, was there a big sort of a time when I just was able to do the things that I wanted to do? And there was nothing that happened like that. It was all a very slow process that takes time, but it's a process that goes upwards instead of downwards. When you're drinking alcohol and you're poisoning yourself, you're poisoning your life. It is a downward slope. So like I said, watch the next video about some of the ways that you can help yourself. And just to reiterate what we've talked about, you know, as you can see, some people get tired because they're doing a lot. They're making a lot of changes in their life. They're thinking and they're reacting and acting differently. They're making a lot of decisions in their life. And all of that is going to drain your energy, especially when it's concentrated into a small time frame. How long it lasts depends completely on you. It'll depend on your current mental strengths, on your physical makeup, how resilient you are, your past experience. But it's also going to depend on what you do before you enter this phase. So that's why I'm saying to you, go down and if you haven't signed up for the preparation course yet, it's absolutely free. It's not going to cost you anything. It's less than an hour. Speed it up a little bit, and you can get it done in 30 or 40 minutes, but you'll find a lot of good value there, a lot of mindsets that will help you to step over. And yeah, I'll speak to you in the next video. If you want to watch something, another video on this, am I a functioning alcoholic? I think it's here, so have a look over there. And if you want to come to our platform, it's www.habitsv2.com. Look forward to seeing you. Take care of yourself. Keep the alcohol out of your mouth. Onwards and upwards. Bye now.